Hey everyone, it's been 2 weeks since I started my weight loss journey, and today I went for my second visit with Novant Health Bariatric Solutions in Matthews, North Carolina. Today we did my SICA testing, which is body composition analysis. Kind of cool. You stand on this machine, you hold on to it, they put in your height and your waist size, and then the machine does what it needs to do for about 2 minutes tops, and it pops out all this information. I'm only going to touch base on a couple of things. So first, which is something that I am really excited about, is I started first. I should back up a little bit and say 2 weeks ago when I started my journey, I weighed 286 pounds, which is my all-time peak weight. In the last 2 weeks, I have lost 9.43 pounds. Guys, that is 2 bags of sugar, almost. It's like somebody snuck some of the sugar out like my kids like to do. So with that being said, my overall goal is to lose 150 pounds. I have 126 pounds left to go, and we're at a good start. And so today, out of all the different things that they gave to me, fat mass, muscle mass, water weight, the thing that was the most impactful was when she went over the results of my fat mass. And I'll be honest, once she mentioned the number and the percent of my body weight that was my fat, I literally didn't hear anything else. It was like being in a Snoopy cartoon and the woman was going wah, 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 wah. Didn't hear anything else. She told me today that I am carrying around 148.91 pounds of fat. Let's just round that up to 149 just for giggles, right? 0.09 pounds away from it, so we're just gonna go with 149. That's ridiculous for me. I had no clue. Yes, I am a big person. Yes, I am fat. But I've always felt very solid. And yes, I have I have wings. I love my wings. Just kidding, I don't love my wings. And I'm not looking forward to the flappy wings later, but that's going to be something we will deal with way down the line. I am carrying around an extra person. My mom weighs less than that. I could carry her around inside my body, and she probably would have room to stretch. She's petite. She's short and skinny and very blessed in that area, but she works really hard. She has been, she's a life member of Weight Watchers, and she has always been on top of being very conscientious about how she eats. So, hearing that was very, I'm trying to think of the way to word this, confirming that I am on the right path. I wasn't doubting, but when I heard that number, I was like, heck, I really, yeah, there's no doubt I am needing to do this. And so, because if left unchecked and continuing on the path I was on, it would just keep getting worse and worse and worse. I never would have thought that I would be closer to 300 than 250 even. And I know being on the steroids this last year played a lot to do with it, but just, yeah, not making any excuses. This is here, and it's not just one thing. I ate the food I got here. So some big things that I have been doing over the last 2 weeks that have contributed towards my weight loss have been, probably one of the biggest things has been this. My water bottle I got on Amazon, and it's really cute and it's really funny, and it says O for, and it has a fox on it, so O for fox's sake, drink your, and it's spelled out effing water. And so I think it's hilarious. And then on the back it has like the little, you know, it goes from full all the way down to empty. I drink 3 of these a day, and they're 32 ounces each, so I'm drinking 96 ounces of water a day. This is going from not drinking any water at all. Not immediately prior, but like back in February, I didn't drink water at all. I drank purely Diet Coke all day long. No water. Then after I started with all of the urticaria issues and we were trying to figure out what was going up, I gave up Diet Coke and literally went through a detox. And yeah, it was really hard to come off of, and I will never go back to that, because the fibromyalgia that I had been diagnosed with several years beforehand and had been having horrible times with, once I came off the Diet Coke, the majority of the symptoms are gone. Pretty much, I would say the things that I was attributing to being, you know, what they all pushed in and said was fibromyalgia, ended up being a lot of it was arthritis that I have. And with having, you know, my ankle stuff and doing some other scans this past year to rule out some other stuff, you know, I have pretty significant degenerative arthritis throughout my back. That's at different levels. I have some mild and some moderate, particularly in my thoracic spine. And then my ankle has severe arthritis. And yeah. And so the pain that I was having really had a cause beyond fibromyalgia. Like there's an issue here, and the weight is a big part of this. But the massive fatigue I was feeling, the overall feeling like I got hit by a truck, migraines, stuff like that, and just feeling blah, a lot more sleep issues. I had the fibro fog where literally I could be like talking to someone and be like, you know, hey, can you hand me your pen? But I wouldn't remember how to say the word pen. It would be like, that thing, give me that. And so it was really rough, and it's been amazing how much better life has, you know, physically become since I got rid of that. So it was hard to come off of it. I was miserable, but I did it. So water, wicked important. I've been super intentional the last few weeks about trying to figure out what life is going to be like after surgery, and I don't want to wait until then to start doing my, you know, trying protein shakes and all that kind of stuff and trying to figure it out. So I'm working on that stuff now. And so I've been buying, you know, trying some different shakes and different protein bars. And so far, I found one that I like. It's by Orgain. It's this clean protein. It is a milk product, so it's grass-fed. It has 20 grams of protein. It's gluten-free. It's soy-free. And it's low. It's got 3 grams of sugar and less. It's 3% fat, which is exactly right here is like the perfect breakdown of what my doctor wants me to be on. And it doesn't have all the crazy chemicals in it that a lot of other ones do. And it also, for a sweetener, has stevia in it instead of some of the chemical stuff. It's important to me to have a good quality product that is like good whole food type, not, you know, non-GMO. Just it's really important to me to be eating clean. And I know that shakes are going to be a huge part of my life after surgery. And right now, I've been just, you know, trying different ones and stuff. So when I saw this, I was like really excited. and surprisingly, it tasted really good. Not like jump up and down, hey, but it was like, okay, I can do this. I can drink this. And it's surprising because I'm not a huge chocolate person. But it's good. I'm going to do some research online and see if I can find some other flavors as well to have some variety, but I was really excited about that. And so I had bought, it came in a pack of 4. So this week, the last 2 days, I've actually used it as 2 of my, 2 meals a day. And that's definitely helping me keep within my higher protein rates that I need. And so the dietary guidelines are actually pretty simple. I need to get between 60 and 90 grams of protein in a day. I need to keep anything that I eat with under 3 grams of sugar and less than 3% fat, like 3% or less in fat. And so what I'm planning on doing going forward is just getting some more of these, hopefully in some different flavors, and just getting used to this being part of my life. And if I can do those a couple times a day, and then like what I've been doing is actually eating breakfast. I haven't been, I have a long history, I mean all the way back to probably even in high school, of not eating breakfast. I'm just not hungry. It's kind of, I think that's just the way a lot of my family is. We just, I don't know, I can go till 2 o'clock in the afternoon and not eat, and I'm okay with that. I like to eat at night. This time of day is when I'm like hungry. Not hungry, mentally hungry. This is when I want to eat. And so I got a couple of protein bars. I got a good sample of them. And so what I'm doing about this time of night when I want my, want something, I'm trying one of the different bars and I'm keeping track of which ones taste good and which ones don't. I found one that I really loved. It was called Simply Protein. They had a lemon flavor and it's crispy. It's almost like a Rice Krispie treat. And it's really tasty. It's, I think, 16 grams of protein and then 3 grams of sugar and 3% fat. Again, in the low calorie. So it's like really, we're good there. And then, so in the morning, doing either a shake or a hard-boiled egg. I did up a bunch of hard-boiled eggs in my Instapot, so they're just ready to grab. And then I am, doing the shakes. Then lunch is, usually where I do the bulk of my vegetables. And, oops, sorry. I've been doing so good so far, and now I'm yawning. And I still have a paper to do. Yay! Okay, so that's kind of where I am with food, and my goal is to just be totally acclimated to being more towards this. The closer I get to when I'll have to do my 2-week liquid diet, before I'm going to slowly start moving towards that. So it'll be like, less food and more of the shakes the closer I get to surgery. And so that will be, instead of dealing with everything later, I'm really trying to do the mind change stuff now and trying to change my relationship with food now and working through that. And part of that has been saying goodbye to food as I eat it, seasonally, like, there's this time of year, particularly with the holidays, like I made apple cobbler last week, and, I ate a small portion, and I was like, okay, I'm done, goodbye, and, kind of a thing, literally, I was like, goodbye, like, this is not going to be on the thing, like, this time next year, and especially as, I know I'll be able to eat, but I really need to change my habits. for my psychology class, well, it's actually a social work class that I'm taking right now. One of the things I had to do was listen to a 12-step program, and I chose Overeaters Anonymous. And one of the things they were actually talking about was, you know, cutting out the things that we have our cravings for, because cravings are, you know, almost like breathing and eating, not eating, breathing and, you know, blinking your eyes and stuff like that. Cravings are, we think we have mind over matter, and we do to some extent. We can control whether we follow through with our craving, but we can't control the craving itself. And so, unlike, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous and all the different ones, gambling and with food, we eat. Like, you can't get away from food. But what we can do is, if we know there's foods that specifically we are drawn to binging on, is staying away from those. And so those are the ones particularly that I'm going to be saying goodbye to. You know, it's kind of like with an alcoholic who, it's like when you just don't have an off button, and that's kind of the problem with the compulsive eating issue, like that I have and that many people have. So working on that. Upcoming appointments. Next week I do my psych eval. Week after that I meet with a personal trainer to come up with some exercises that I can do, you know, trying to find an exercise routine for me that will work with my leg. And then I will, the week after that, meet with the dietitian. So that, by that point, we're looking right before like Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving this year is going to be pretty low-key. It's just the kids and I. So, you know, I don't know how big of a Thanksgiving I'm going to do. But I may just buy like a turkey breast instead of a whole turkey. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure it out. But it'll, you know, just by drinking all my water and stuff, feeling fuller, I'm not going to want to eat the big plate of food I used to eat. And just the fact that I'm literally saying goodbye, it'll be like, okay, instead of taking a serving of everything, it'll be a little spoon of everything. So, yeah. Okay, so before I finish up, I wanted to say, if you're interested in following along with my journey, hit the subscribe button down below, and if you can like the video, I am trying to do this and get, you know, I would love this to be able to help other people. I know that some of the women that have done this in the past, a lot of them were a few years ago, that really, the ones that are really impactful to me have been a few years ago. So it would be nice if I can help someone else the way that they're inspiring me. So yeah, if you'll do that, that would be really awesome. And I wanted to end this with my gratitude list. A couple of years ago, my friend Jessica shared with me about how she does a gratitude list, and just to keep us in a positive mindset. And at this journey, there's going to be times that are really hard, and there's going to be times that are frustrating, and there's going to be times that I'm going to be like, what the heck did I do? And there's going to be lots of good times too, but I want to get in the habit of doing this. And so first, I am grateful for my incredible family and friends that are so supportive of this. I thought I'd hit a lot more resistance. I've only had a couple of people that have come and said like, hey, do you want to reconsider this? This is why. And their reasons have been they've known someone that has had some kind of complication. And I'm totally aware of the complications. There's always complication with any surgery. There's also lots of complications of being fat. So, you know, that's the way I look at it. And I also look at it with stuff like that as we can go outside tomorrow and get hit by a car. So, not to be a downer during my grateful list, but if that's, you know, the only reason why not do it, then that to me isn't really a good enough reason. I know lots of people who have had great success with this, have lost the 150 plus pounds, and have maybe, if they've gained anything back, it's 10 pounds. Not a lot. I am secondly grateful for my children, who are just incredibly resilient and funny, and just, even though there's times when they drive me nuts, like most kids drive their parents nuts, I have been really blessed with some really fun kids, and they make this journey, they're going to make this journey worth it. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm also really grateful to be in a country where we have health insurance, and we have hospitals and doctors that perform these surgeries, so that we can live better lives. And that through the marketplace, that I am able to afford health insurance, and that because of my crazy little skin disorder and swelling disorder, my out-of-pocket maximum will be met, and with that copay program, they will pay for that out-of-pocket maximum, and there will be very little, if anything, due out-of-pocket for me to do this procedure. So on that note, I just want to thank everybody for hanging in there with me and being on this journey with me. I'm really excited. And it's just it's gonna be pretty incredible. I just can't imagine how much better life is going to be when there is half of me. When I stop carrying around that 149 pounds of extra person. And actually, you can put in the comments, I would like to come up with a name for this extra person I'm carrying around. So we can have like a fun thing of what should we name my extra person worth of weight, so that we're breaking up with her, and slowly and painfully, we are getting rid of her. And so put that in the comments, and thanks for joining me.